The first X Demos game is a customizable card game that revolves around resource nodes that are filled with resources from the resource deck. Players can then use patterns of those resources to match patterns on the cards in their hand and cast those spells or creatures or what have you. So this is how the game actually might set up. You've got on the near side you see my deck and my hand. In the middle is the shared resource pools that we're going to have to compete over. And on the far side is Superman and his deck. So when you actually want to play cards, you take a look at the resources that are available to you, and then there are cards in your hand that let you exchange the position of these resources, or replace one with a new one from the deck, like this. And so what happens is, I'll take a look at my hand and I'll say, okay, I want to play this card, Blue Streak. Now I destroy any 2 blue resources on the board, and I add 1 damage for each node between the 2 destroyed, and the base damage is 1. So I will destroy these 2 resources here. So what you do is you just take them and you destroy them and put them in the resource deck graveyard. And there was 1 node in between those 2, and so I'll add 1 damage onto the original one, so I do 2 damage to Superman. Okay, so now my turn ends. Now in between turns there's a phase that everything slides down. Imagine gravity, so everything gets pulled this way between turns. Okay, so then there's 5, and then new resources flip back to 7. Okay, so now it's Superman's turn. And Superman has a card, it's called Boom, and he can destroy 2 fires and any resource in between the 2. And if the one between the 2 was a fire, then it deals more damage than it would. So Superman says, oh, here's a run of 3, I'll do more damage. And so he'll take these 3, destroy them, put them to the graveyard, resource graveyard, and then deal damage to me. And then after his turn, before my turn, these slide over, and new resources come out, fill up to 7 nodes, that's 7. And that's basically how the game would go.